What's up, CK Nation? It's your boy Lamari.
And it's your boy Kyshawn.
And today we're back with another bang. Alright, so about to see today we reacting to True 7-11 Night Shift horror anime, y'all. We back with the horror anime. We reacted to this yesterday and it was creepy. Like for real, the dude was my age and everything. I did not like.
He lived by a graveyard.
That was creepy, y'all. So yeah, we back with another one. I think we have fun. That was the funnest video we reacted to. Was that. So yeah, y'all, if you're doing channel, you're going to subscribe right now, join this and turn on the bell on. Make sure you like this video. And yeah, y'all. But without further ado, let's go. Come on. Horror short party. Narrated by. No, I'm not gonna read all it.
This is one of the most terrifying encounters that I've ever experienced. I still get nightmares just thinking about it. As a matter of fact, the nightmares reoccur so
Why is he shaking like he having a
I see
seizure?
them more often than I see
No,
them.
y'all. Let me tell you something. That Kyshawn always used to do that. He shakes when you about to wake him up.
From me.
Don't feel loud.
The dreams
That's how he
would
be.
look like a forbidden realm of darkness. Almost like I was in an underground world where the sky was red and my surroundings were engulfed in flames. Where the hell am I? Is anyone out there? That's when I see a woman casually approach my direction, except she's spider walking backwards.
Ew. Ew, hold on, bro. She sound like, what's that movie called? Dang, they just came out with it. That girl, she made that same sound.
Insidious?
No. It's, dang. It's like a Japanese horror movie. What is it called?
I don't know.
Dang, I remember it because I just watched it.
Her face was distinct. I recognized her in all my other reoccurring nightmares.
I need help. Please
Her
help.
eyes so red. She was
How
like a
can I
cigarette
help
or
you?
something?
Help me.
What the hell?
I need help. Help me. Help me.
Why she shaking me?
It's crazy because I feel like only girls could do that.
Like shake? Like stand on their back and stuff?
No, like when they got their hands like that and stuff.
Everything's gonna be
I have
okay.
never seen a boy
It's
do
been
that.
about several months since I had these reoccurring nightmares.
Unless they're
I
flexible.
realized there was always one common denominator. That woman. Her distinct facial features and horrendous screams for help was always something I couldn't forget, nor ignore, as I knew I would inevitably see her again in my sleep. I coincidentally began experiencing these nightmares when I started working my new job as a cashier clerk at a 7-Eleven gas station. I attributed the
7-Eleven,
nightmares to
that's
the
a real
lack of
story.
sleep I accumulated while working
This is a
there.
real story.
I unfortunately worked
How
night
do you
shifts
use-
at the time, as
Are
I
these
couldn't really
true? I
find
thought
a
they
job
was
within my
fake.
field of
No,
study.
all the stories are
As
real.
much as I didn't enjoy working the graveyard shift, we usually didn't garner as many customers as the day shift would. Maybe just the occasional night owls or creeps that would stop by. Hey kid, can I have $10?
Oh,
I'm so
he came to the store after he had $10. Like he's supposed to just hand him $10. Yeah, that's weird.
I'm afraid I can't give you that. Kid, I need the money so I can get some
See,
of
this
that
one I
good
want to work.
good.
I don't want nobody
I'll
to come here
share
and ask
some
me for
with
some
you,
money.
okay? Sir, if you aren't going to buy anything, then I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. You smell like the leftover Popeyes that I ate from the dumpster yesterday. Meeting such
No,
customers
really.
always left me feeling uneasy for the latter part of my time working there, but for the most
He a
part, the
crackhead.
shift was pretty chill. I would always procrastinate by watching my favorite YouTube videos to help pass the time. The 7-Eleven was located in a secluded area near a freeway where most travelers going on a road trip would make a pit stop at. So the majority of our customers were either from out of town or just local residents trying to fill up their gas tank. Maybe get a hot cup of coffee on the side. I remember this one particular shift. A vehicle pulled in and parked at one of the gas pumps. I decided to sip on my coffee and hopefully become more attentive for my drowsy state, just in case the customer needed my help. As I was putting my cup of coffee down, I noticed the customer was standing right in front of me without a trace of a sound made.
$30 regular for pump 3, please.
I honestly thought I was
$30
seeing
for gas?
things, as the woman looked so familiar to the point where I completely disregarded her question. I'm sorry, do I know you from somewhere?
No, not that I know of.
I feel like I know you from somewhere. You look really familiar.
I know exactly
Sorry, I
what's going
think
on.
you might have the wrong girl, sir.
But I think we met each other from somewhere. I just know it. Are you sure we didn't go to school together?
No, we didn't. I really have to get to work now.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. It's been a long night. $30 for pump 3 it is. The woman then slid $30 towards me and began walking towards her vehicle. That's when I put 2 and 2 together.
I feel like it's the girl
Oh
from.
my god. Here comes the ads.
I feel like it's the girl from her dream. From his dream.
I recognized the woman as she looked like a potential
He's
culprit
dreaming
for
right
the
now.
sadistic nightmares I've been having. As the woman began pumping gas outside, I could see she was making direct eye contact with me. Probably because my brief interrogation made her feel a little uncomfortable. I decided to lock eyes with her as I wanted to observe more of the woman's mannerisms, in hopes that I could potentially pick up any significant ties to her physical appearance in relation to my reoccurring nightmare. Her face, her eyes, it has to be her. I just know it. The woman eventually got inside her vehicle and drove off as I stood there completely flabbergasted till my shift was over. The next evening, I recall getting ready for another shift as I personally like taking hot showers beforehand. I remember taking the late night bus to work while casually glancing at the window, pondering if I was ever going to encounter that woman again. The ride to work took approximately 30 minutes, so taking a power nap was completely justified. I would always find myself seated at the back of the bus as I personally liked napping without having the awkward feeling of being watched. I remember closing my eyes and slowly lulling myself into a deep sleep, hoping to make up for all the tireless mileage of work I had been through during that week. As I began to slowly drift off, I recall opening my eyes and still being inside the bus, except everything was in an alternate red world. I can see all the passengers looking at me, except they all looked expired, like they'd been rotting on the bus for months. Hey, bus driver, can you stop the bus?
This bus doesn't make any stops. This is just a one-way detour, kid.
Bus driver, I need to get off now! That's when I saw her again, sitting near the front of the bus, glancing at me while repeating the words.
Help me! Help me! Help me!
That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, I was really watching it. I was in here. I forgot we were doing the video.
Sir, I'm going to respectfully ask you to exit the bus, please.
Alright, who do we have here today?
And he's not really guy.
Caleb. Alright, the question of
Yeah,
the day
that's
is,
crazy.
who has...
As I departed the bus, I remember walking an extra 10 minutes to work as the bus driver abruptly dropped me off due to my impromptu disturbance. I eventually made my way inside the 7-Eleven and began my shift, making my usual cup of coffee. That's when I see a familiar vehicle pull into one of the gas pumps and put itself in park. Oh my god, it's gotta be her again. The same exact woman that I encountered the last time got out of her vehicle and began entering the gas station. I began to stroll on my cell phone without making it seem like I was intrigued by her appearance while she casually approached the front counter and said,
$30 regular for pump 3,
You can
please.
again?
Ma'am, do I know you?
No. Didn't you ask me that last time?
Yeah, but I'm sorry. It's just, I feel like I've seen you in my dreams before.
Sorry, kid, but I'm unfortunately taken.
No, I wasn't trying to get at your... My apologies, ma'am. $30 for pump 3 it is. The woman then leaves the cash on the counter and begins to head outside to pump gas into her vehicle. As I
She said
nosily
7
glance
on.
at the woman, I see the
He said
same
30.
homeless creep from the other night approach her. He honestly looked like he was on something from the way his eyes were bloodshot and twitchy. I assumed he was going to harass
I
her
know
for
exactly-
change like
hold
how
up.
he does with
I know
most of
exactly
the
what's gonna
customers that
happen.
come by during
She's
these
gonna say that
hours.
same help me that was in his
What
dream.
happened next?
What?
I never saw coming. The man yanked the gas pump from out of the woman's vehicle and sprayed her with gasoline while she yelled out in agony from the toxic fluid seeping into her skin and eyeballs. I quickly called for law enforcement while running towards the aid of the woman. But I stopped
Why
dead in my
she's screaming
tracks
like
as
that?
the homeless man lit
Yeah,
the woman on
right.
fire.
I need help! I need
Y'all, that's a little weird. I think it's crazy because she was following him around the house. He probably like seen it before it happened. Like seen her death before it happened and she knew him. Some people had that type of gift. They can see people death before it happened. So y'all, that's the end of this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe right now. Join the nation, y'all. Like this video, y'all. Team Lamari all day. Team Lamari, like I said, it's Team Lamari.
Team Kyshawn.
Y'all comment down below what team it is. But we gonna see y'all for the next video. We out.
Peace.